You're listening to the sounds of the Wait, the world according to Eli.
You are now tuned in to the number one podcast in the world, The Wait, the world according to Eli. Music, sports, video games, and culture. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the host of our show, Mr. Eli.
Yo, what's going on? Welcome to The Wait, the world according to Eli. I'm your host, Eli. This is my dad, the moderator, and my co-host, Fredy.
What's up, fellas?
Yo.
Welcome to another episode of The Wait, the World According to Eli with Fredy and Dad. And we are ready and excited to launch another week.
You kind of forgot to slip my name in there, but it's
Oh,
all right.
I said The World According to Eli with Fredy and Dad.
Yeah, my bad, guys. I'm not.
Let's clap that up.
Yeah,
That's how we marketing ourselves.
That's how we doing it.
That's how
Yeah,
we
man.
doing it. You know what I mean? So,
How was y'all week? How was y'all week?
My week was good. I've been watching a lot of basketball. Been watching, keeping an eye on the Clippers. We'll get into that a little bit later.
Okay.
I'm liking what the Lakers are doing. You know, it's NBA season.
It's NBA season.
Yeah.
Any tests this week for you?
No, this is actually the.
Well, let's clap that up.
No test this week, you know?
Freddie gets a break
I get a break until next week.
Yeah.
until next week.
Yeah, I got pink hair now.
Yes.
Yeah, I peeped that.
We got pink hair now.
Oh yeah. Are you celebrating Women's Month or
No, I just wanted to
you
do
just
pink.
wanted to, okay.
But
I just wanted to do pink. Someone did ask me that, though.
speaking of that, let's clap that up for Women's History Month.
Yeah.
Women's History Month. Women have contributed majorly to the success here in America and abroad.
Absolutely.
So we will get down to that. Let's get right to it. LeBron and Zion had an opportunity to meet not once,
But twice.
but twice this week. And I'm going to go to the first meeting first.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Where Zion had 29 points. It's a pretty good game.
And LeBron gave him
LeBron,
40
wow.
piece.
LeBron hit him with a 40-piece.
40 piece.
And that was in L.A. So what did you think? Was there some subliminal messages
I think
LeBron was sending?
The only reason why he didn't have to meet up with him the first time was because he knew he was meeting up with him Sunday. And I just got to show you, I still own this league. I still sit on this throne, and I'm still the king.
Okay.
Right? I will pass you the torch, and it won't really get passed to him, but you will have the torch when I'm gone.
Got you. What did you see?
Similar to Eli, you know, LeBron is telling him, like, yo, I still got it out here. Like, I'm the man. Like, you know?
And, but, yo, sorry, go ahead.
I think Zion did good. He did better in the second one.
Yeah.
He did a career high in the second one, 35. He dropped 35.
Yeah, so we'll get to that.
And he's proving the haters wrong. Whoever hated on him and said that he was going to be a buzz because he's too big or he's too slow, which I do believe is still to be the case, but I didn't say that I didn't think that was going to really stop his potential from really putting up the numbers that he's been putting up the last, 11 to 15 games.
Yeah, what I noticed in particular in the first game, he was really aggressive going to the basket.
Yeah.
He shot like 19 free throws in that particular
And his
game.
rebounding is just insane.
Rebounding is insane. He's a very big, and he gets off the floor very fast.
Right.
He kind of bullied the Lakers, but the Lakers just have a better team.
Yeah.
So in doing that,
And LeBron has more tools because he's the vet. He's been through this already.
When LeBron was 19, he was very limited as well.
Right.
He had a semi-okay jump shot, but he penetrated a lot, but he was always a very good passer.
Absolutely.
Now, the second meeting, I actually thought the Pelicans were going to win that game because in the first game, what was overlooked was Brandon Ingram. What's his name? Brandon Ingram?
No, you had it right.
Went for 34 points.
Yeah.
So Lonzo was
He's been
passing.
doing the haters wrong, too.
Yeah, Lonzo was passing that ball. They looked lively. I just thought
And
the
Drew
Lakers.
Holiday has been like the best vet for them.
Yes,
Giving them 30 apiece.
But LeBron was toasting him in the first game.
Yeah.
Really bad because they refused to double him. So it was one-on-one coverage. That was when Caruso threw the ball through his legs and LeBron came flying through.
Yeah.
In the second game, I actually had the Pelicans winning. I said they're home. They were in a playoff race, and Anthony Davis wasn't playing.
And the Lakers had just lost to the Memphis Grizzlies.
The Lakers had just lost to the Memphis Grizzlies the night before. So I kind of assumed that.
And the Pelicans needed that game to match up with the Grizzlies.
Absolutely.
Right.
So
they really needed that one.
They really needed that one. And in this one, what I noticed that the Lakers did that they didn't do the first game, they put Lonzo in a lot of pick and roll. So they made him defend away from the basket. And that's when Kuzma was skating on him.
Yeah, you mean Zion.
Zion, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Zion in the pick and roll, he was able to stay near the basket in the first game. The second game, they brought him out because he's got 2 left feet.
Right.
And Kuzma was skating. LeBron skated on him. And LeBron and them played a little better defense, but he still went for 35 on 16 shots.
But when he was posting up against LeBron, he was no match for LeBron. Right? But then when he was posting up against McGee and Dwight Howard, he was giving those 2 problems.
Right. I don't know if it's out of respect for LeBron because you can say what you want to say about competitiveness. Yeah. When you go against your idol.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
You got goosebumps. You got, the butterflies in you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We seen Jordan do it to many except for Kobe because Kobe was like, you my idol, but I'm going to give you the business.
And AI.
Oh, AI. That's a whole different. AI didn't have no heroes.
Right? Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
he's the only one I know that crossed Jordan.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I also think, too, when Zion was matched up against LeBron like 4 times, those 3 to 4, the last 3 matchups, he was too tired. The first matchup, okay, it was the start of the game.
Right.
Here winning, and then the 4th one, I'm not gonna lie, he did do a little hook shot that I wasn't expecting
from the
because I thought
that was his furthest shot he took from the basket.
Right. And he's been averaging only 1 dribble.
Yeah, and he's gonna have to expound on that because sometimes it's gonna require 2 or 3 dribbles. Yeah. The fact that he's very efficient, boom, get the ball, he goes. Right. That's good.
And they don't really double him a lot.
Right. Yeah, they're not doubling him yet.
Because you have too many pieces around him, like a J.J. Redick.
But in the playoffs, if he was a playoff team, he's going to get doubled.
Yeah.
He's going to have to find the open shooters.
But he is unselfish. Absolutely.
Very unselfish, and I'm going to give him 2 thumbs up so far. The first 15 games that I've seen in the league of him play.
Yeah.
His rebounding is pretty good.
Right.
He's got to cut down on the turnovers, but that comes with being...
I asked you this question off camera. Do you think his body size, with his body size, is he capable of having a great handle? Because I don't know.
He doesn't need a great handle. Like, I don't think he'll do a lot of open floor things. But if he gets out on the break, he has to be able to handle the ball a little bit, look up ahead.
He needs to have, like, an AD type handle, where AD, you're not scared that he's going to, like, just... Get the ball stolen,
I'm more concerned about him having a consistent jump shot. Because then, when they double, he can kick it and get it back. He can shoot over the top. See, we'll speak about Giannis in a minute. Giannis can't shoot the jumper consistently.
Right.
So when the teams build a wall, they're trying to make him shoot over the top. They did it to LeBron.
Right.
The Spurs.
Right. The Spurs, yeah.
And LeBron had to figure it out. Okay, if they're going to build this wall, I have to be able to shoot over the wall. Right. And then once they respect my jumper, then it opens up lanes left and right.
Yeah.
But I think overall, Zion is box office.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
And that was the difference that I've noticed with the other rookies.
Mm-hmm.
They're great. Don't get me wrong. I love Trae, I love John Moran, I love Luka. And
I think John Moran is box office too, though.
Yeah, and if he's not, he will be.
Is it gonna
and Tatum too, don't get me wrong.
But
I think Zion has that Magic Johnson factor a little bit.
A smile.
With that smile and just that.
Here's another good question. Is it that with John Morant, he's playing in Memphis? We don't see a lot of those games.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, if he was in New York,
Trae with Atlanta,
New York was so close to getting him. But Atlanta's a big market. People visit Atlanta, people vacation in Atlanta. If he had been in New York right now, because
it'll be a wrap.
It'll be a wrap. You know what I mean? Because the market would be there. The team would probably be playing better.
Yeah.
Because he would be more of a natural point guard. Not to take nothing away from R.J. Barrett, who had his career.
Yeah, he had a great game
last night. You know what I mean?
Now, on the Rookie Year Award, it's very close right now. It shouldn't be.
It's not close.
It shouldn't be because
you shouldn't play 37 games, and that's if he plays every game. Let's say they give him a night off or 2. Let's say he played 35 games. That's not even half the games. I don't think you should be able to win the award with playing half the games.
But we've seen it. I've seen this 2 years ago.
No, 50.
But that was a little different. I get it.
Patrick Ewing played the fewest games to win the MVP. He played 50 games.
You mean
Rookie? Yeah, for the Rookie of the Year. He played 50 games. Now, Zion played 50.
But look what happened 2 years ago with the Donovan Mitchell situation. Donovan Mitchell was a pure rookie, and they gave it to Ben Simmons. I understand it because Ben didn't play
but Ben didn't play, so to me, a definition of a rookie is if you play. He did not play, so he's still a rookie. That's like saying Luka Doncic, who played 5 years as a professional in Europe, can't be the rookie of the year here when he was because he played. You know what I mean? So if you play, you're not a rookie. If you don't play, you're a rookie.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? So
I don't really think that award matters.
no, it matters it matters for teams. It matters for you starting your career correctly.
Right.
I'm the best player this year.
Right.
Doesn't mean you're going to be a legend.
I feel like the NBA is going to lean towards Zion, giving it to Zion more than Ja Morant.
They're not because
No, I don't think
then
so. I think
to
that
me
because-
you devalue the award.
Yeah.
Right, if you do that, yeah.
If you do that, that means you telling the guy who played the whole season, who's leading the rookies in assists right now.
Right.
That's we going with popularity.
Yeah.
Right.
Now if it's a popularity contest, Zion wins.
Right, and if we're doing that with all the other awards, LeBron should be an 8-time MVP right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I want to switch gears, not from basketball. The Greek freak,
Greek the Freak.
What's his-
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. I have a hard time saying that.
Yeah,
Him
you and Shaq. I mean, you and Charles.
Yeah.
Whoever invented that name, genius.
Well, him and James Harden got into a little something this week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So
like
tell
it.
me what you think about that.
Listen, I like the little beef. It's just competitive beef. It
Right.
makes the league better. It makes the players better. And if they see each other in the playoffs,
Well, they would see each other in the
In the
finals.
finals, it makes it even better.
Ooh. So
Yeah.
do you agree with Giannis or do you agree
right,
with
because here's how the
Harden?
whole story goes. Giannis had the chance to go for James Harden in the All-Star vote, and he went with Kemba Walker and I believe
That was hilarious. He was
and he was like, he can't pass.
He can't play defense.
He can't play defense. And then when James Harden sits down with Rachel Nichols, and
Mm-hmm.
he's like, "What I have is a skill. All he does is dunk, and he's a 7-foot monster who can just run to the basket 1, 2, 3." He's
Mm-hmm.
like, "What I do is a skill, a step back skill, shooting." And he has had seasons where he has 2,000 points and 2,000 assists. And I didn't know that Kemba was 29th in assists when he's like top 5.
top 10,
Oh,
yeah.
top 10.
So what Giannis was saying didn't hold any true weight
Right.
per se, but I also have to look at James Harden, what he said about Giannis doesn't hold weight because Giannis defends and he rebounds.
Yeah.
Offensive game may be limited,
Right.
but if we're talking about complete player, I think he is a
And
little
he
bit more of a
developed- And
complete
he
player.
developed. Like, he came into the league, nobody knew who he was. You
Right.
had to work for it.
Right.
James came in the league already, 6-man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And already had
Like,
his
already,
tools.
like, his first year, he was supposed to be starting, but then they just...
So I can kind of agree with both of their
Yeah, I
points.
can too.
But I'm going to give the edge in that one to James Harden.
Yeah,
Because I think Giannis is more of a complete player than James Harden is.
Wait, so wouldn't you give the edge to Giannis for not picking James Harden?
No, because it's an all-star game.
True.
And we're having fun, and it's almost like you took a dig at him, and maybe Harden took it the wrong way,
Because-
and maybe he didn't mean all that.
And two, this really started from when Giannis won the MVP. James Harden was upset about it
Yes.
because he averaged about close to 40 points per game.
Right, and he kind of felt it should have been his award.
And he was balling out last year.
Yeah, he was.
Having at least 20, 66-point games on some Kobe-esque.
And they were like 2 games away from the finals again.
Yeah,
Back-to-back years.
yeah. So,
Right.
So,
we have to consider that as well.
Giannis hasn't got past the second round.
Right.
Well,
right.
James Harden. Well, they both haven't gotten past the second round.
That's true too.
But his competition was harder.
Well, the West is a little
Yeah.
stiffer. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just...
So, and now we had some other kind of beef going on.
Yeah.
Where Trae Young He tried to nutmeg Trevor Ariza.
I like that too.
And if you know what I mean, he tried to throw it through his legs and get fancy on him. And Trevor
He
Ariza
was like, boom,
sent him an immediate message, we don't play that.
Yeah, and look, it was cute when you did it in the All-Star game, because that was like, oh, snap, I didn't see that.
And he's even done it in the regular season.
He's done it a few times.
A few times. But it's who you do it to that matters.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Now, I did like what Trevor Ariza was telling him, which was, dude, don't be trying to do this in the league.
Right.
Like
But
this.
why though? Like I think it's cool. You got caught. It's like soccer when they do like they kick it through your legs. And the crowd starts screaming, "Oh,
the culture is a little bit different.
That's true too.
And in the NBA, there are what we call unwritten rules.
Right.
Sort of like if you hit a home run and you flip the bat, or you show up the pitcher.
Right.
The next time you come up, you know what you're getting, right?
Yeah,
you're getting that fastball in your gut.
Prime example, when Lance Stevenson one time, he scored the last bucket and it was only 5 seconds left.
Right.
And DeRozan was like, dude, what are you doing?
Absolutely.
You already up 20.
Right. Why are you doing that? That's Bush League, as we say.
And he said, my bad.
Sportsmanship, no sportsmanship.
Right. So when you show up a veteran like that, show up them young guys who are from your era, that's fine, because they might be used to it. But when you show up a veteran like that, sometimes the veteran let you know, just like the pitcher who said, okay, next time he come up, he getting the meatball. Right in his gut. I'm not going to hit him in the head, but he getting that in his ribs. Go take your base. So these are unwritten rules, in the NBA. So I like it, but I don't like it when you do it to the veterans. Because you're kind of showing them up.
You haven't been here long enough to be doing that.
Right. You haven't been in the league. You haven't done nothing.
Yeah. And I like how after the game, he kind of like spoke about it.
And that's the elders saying, come here, rookie. I love your game. Pipe it down. You know what I mean? Because I'm from the era in the 80s. Had he done that, he would have been going to the hospital or something on his next drive in the middle. Because them old school dudes didn't play none of that. So,
Speaking of
AI would have done something like that.
Speaking of vets real quick, I got to also give props to LeBron just for coaching these young guys.
Yes, there was an issue this week about that. Should LeBron distance himself because Jordan didn't take to young guys. It was a more competitive league.
Kobe didn't
do it until after he retired. But LeBron is taking on a different approach.
Yeah, like he's told John Moran, like whatever you need.
Whatever you need, call me.
And I knew when him and Zion met up for the second time that he was going to talk to Zion the second time. Because you're not going to see him for the rest of the season. Right.
So let me impart some wisdom on you. I like it. I like it. The league is different now.
And I like what he said. He said, yo, you can kiss my derriere.
Right. And for those who have an issue with what I'm saying. Because
and two, now.
And he even did it with Lonzo before he came to LA.
Yes, he did.
Absolutely. And two, now, we already know life is too short. I can't be doing this off the court like a Kobe because anything can happen.
I might not get to that point.
I might not get to the point where I need to get to.
And I think it also builds his legacy.
Yes, absolutely.
And it shows a different legacy than the rest of them have.
He's doing it while he's still playing.
Right. I'm taking my own path. While we're on the court, I'm going to give you the business now.
And
but off the court.
And I saw a few veterans do that, like Kevin Garnett helping Cat when he got to Minnesota.
Yes.
But that was when they was on the same team.
Right, that's the same team. That's a little bit different. But LeBron is embracing these younger guys.
Yeah.
And I actually like it. Do you think the Bucks can win 70 games, and why?
I thought that they were going to win last night against Miami because
they won a back-to-back. I'm gonna give them a little.
Yeah. But when you on that road, you on that road. I've seen it. In 2016. Do I think they can do it? Yeah, they have about 21 to 20 games left.
They have to go 17-4.
They have to go 17-4. I think they can pull it off there. But anything can happen. But I do think it's gonna mess them up in the playoffs.
Or 18-4. All right, because they're gonna be
tired. I've been watching the Bucks a few times, and I'm already looking at Giannis. He's already gassed by the third quarter, which exactly happened to Golden State with Steph Curry and them. The only difference was they was already about 40 to where they would be resting for the fourth quarter.
Right.
So I didn't really look at it as a big deal.
Got you.
The East is a little different, and the way that the Bucks are structured, they're not built like a Golden State team to be going up 40
I think that's why I don't think they're gonna do it, just because the overall team around them, I don't think is enough. They don't have enough depth to hold that. Hold that,
And
hold the game.
is it worth anything?
Yeah, I don't think it is worth
That's the
anything.
question.
Like, is anyone gonna remember that team?
Right. Okay. So prime example.
Especially if they don't win the championship.
So okay.
They're just gonna remember
that's what I'm saying.
Giannis.
That's what I'm saying. So do we give credit to the Golden State Warriors for what they did back in 2016?
No.
Because they didn't win the championship.
They didn't
right?
Yeah, did they win?
Right. Okay. That's
So
what
they
I thought,
would
too.
We could be
they were
they
the
were the
best
best team that lost.
regular season team.
And sort of like the Patriots.
Right.
Like when they lost to the Giants in the Super Bowl, that season didn't mean anything.
Didn't mean nothing. You didn't win the final game of the year. That's all I remember. Who won that year?
Right. Okay. Yeah. So therefore, it doesn't really matter.
So whether they win 65 games
But
and
if-
win the chip, or win 70 games and don't win
But
the
here's the
chip.
thing now: if they don't get to 70 wins, I don't give Giannis the MVP.
Right. Well, that's going to be my next question. You know, I don't. Let me add my input. I don't think they'll make 70 wins. I don't think they should care about 70 wins.
Right.
I think they should start reducing Giannis's minutes.
Yeah.
Especially in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Relax him.
because dude, you got a tough. You have 3 bona fide teams that.
But
can,
I think he's hard headed. Like, I think he's like, nah, like, don't check me out. Like, I'm gonna keep playing.
No, well, there's still something to play for now. But once you secure home court throughout,
dude, they're 9
Yeah,
games ahead.
they're already secure.
And
we're not in the West. You know, you want.
Oh, in the West. Yeah, okay, yeah, the West. And yeah, that's
But
different
dude,
story.
you're already 9 games ahead of the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
Like, everybody it has Toronto's what 9 games behind them,
Yes.
and then Miami.
Boston is 10 games.
Boston is 10 games, and then Miami.
But you still battling the Lakers, who
yeah.
are 4 or 5 games behind you as well. But you want to make sure that you have home court throughout. So what we'll see is how that plays out. But the MVP race, a lot of people are saying it's already goes to Giannis. I'm not so sure.
I'm not either. I think, like I just
Nah,
said.
I don't think because sorry to cut you off, but I think that you know how they were cutting slack on LeBron because he was in the East,
Right.
and it was weak.
Right.
Why are they not saying that? They're still not saying the same thing about Giannis.
That's a great point.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
great point.
Yeah.
Why
And
did they
he's proving it to
scrutinize?
people like he's first in the West, still averaging 30.
Right.
With like
And
7
he's
boards.
leading the league in assists.
in his 17th season
In the 17th,
in
yeah.
a tougher division.
In a tougher
that
division.
matters to me. And I don't know how many games, Malcolm, look up how many games the Lakers won last year altogether.
And
Because they're going to
the-
have a 20-game.
Yeah.
I found this stat that when LeBron is not on the court, they're 29th in offense overall. But when he's on the court, they're second.
Right. So
37 and 45.
37? So they already had 46 wins or 45 wins. Let's say they end up 60 wins. So they'll have a 23
Yeah. Points.
game increase when LeBron plays the full season. And when you improve a team by that much in a tougher division in year 17, leading the league in assists,
Right.
I think LeBron should be the MVP.
And then back to my original statement, which was if you don't get 70 wins, and let's say y'all get to 66 wins, and the Lakers have 64, you telling me you're gonna give it to Giannis?
I don't think wins is gonna dictate.
Well,
Sometimes it does, but I don't think like that's what they're gonna look for.
But
Because-
70 wins might be because only 2 teams have done it.
Yeah.
So he
Right.
becomes the 3rd team to win
Right.
70 games. You have to take that into consideration.
Consideration.
But we do know the league is weaker in the East.
Yeah.
And LeBron, who may end up with 65 wins
And here's
or
the-
64 wins, did it in a tougher division.
Here's the thing. I already know by looking at both of them when they were both in the East, Giannis isn't built like a LeBron to be cruising through the East.
Right.
He needs to, like we said last night. He needs to work extra hard just to get his.
Absolutely. And people are going to say, well, LeBron has Anthony Davis with him, which is true, but you're still in a tougher division.
Right.
The Clippers have won 4 straight.
Yeah, I think this is it feels like to me the first time
They have, and this is a critical run for them.
Yeah, this is
because they
huge.
have Philly
like
tonight.
this month.
No, the Lakers have Philly tonight.
This month.
No,
for them,
it's the Clippers.
No, the Lakers have Philly tonight.
No, I'm telling you, trust me, I know.
It's the Lakers.
Oh gosh.
Dude, If I look at the schedule, I'm gonna smack you.
It's the Lakers.
Oh no, I'm sorry. My bad, I'm sorry.
So should he smack you?
Yep.
So should he
That's
The
smack you?
Lakers.
It's I'm sorry, it's OKC.
They play OKC tonight.
Yeah, they play OKC tonight. My bad.
Then they play
Philly Sunday. Yeah, then they play Houston. Then they play the Lakers.
right. So
they have OKC tonight, which is a tough matchup.
right
And they have to beat Houston just to prove that
that they can be Houston.
that they can. And then,
Houston done beat them 3 times already.
right, and then they have the Lakers. If they can squeeze out these next 3 wins, it's a big statement to me.
Yes.
Because
This
now,
month,
if everybody played together now,
Right.
because now is the time you have to build the camaraderie.
Yeah, now PG's back. He started getting into a little bit of groove.
Right. And
Like this month for them, like this stretch before April,
and with the
May,
move of
is big.
Morris and Reggie Jackson, they can take Kawhi and Paul George off the court
At one time.
at one time and have a full-on quality
Because
bench.
what's his name?
Lil Williams?
No, the big dude in the middle.
Montrezl.
Oh, he's a monster.
Yeah, and I thought about what you said, which was you kind of just saw him as a putback, second chance rebounder. He does way more than that.
I don't see him shooting no jump shots though.
No, he doesn't, but he does. Trust me, he does. He does way more than that.
Yeah, he
Okay.
does
He's
very
a Draymond Green to me. Like he has the tools.
Okay, that's a high compliment.
But Patrick Beverly's the heart of the team.
Okay. So we're gonna see how that pans out. Lakers work out Dion Waiters and J.R. Smith today.
I say go for J.R. Smith. I said it last week, and I'm gonna say it again. Go for J.R. Smith.
Yeah, Dion is not reliable right now.
He's not. Go for J.R. Smith.
And I'm gonna agree because of the championship pedigree.
Yeah.
And the fact that he has played with LeBron, and the fact he got a weather.
Hold on.
If he gets,
Yeah.
Real quick side note.
I mean, Dion got a winner too.
Can J.R. Smith?
Well, not like
you
JR.
mean, yeah, and
Guys,
he's more
like Dion
streaky,
can control the offense.
and Jr. plays defense.
Yeah.
So I can put Jr. on somebody, and Jr. is
He
going to
just
get up
lost
in
his
their
handles.
chest.
That's it.
Yes, and the one thing I will say about Dion Waiters before we get to your side note, he can put the ball on the floor a little bit
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
And that's one thing
He
that the
can
Lakers.
command the offense. Like,
Yes.
Also, too, for J.R. Smith, because the NBA sponsors Hennessy, he can probably drink.
That's
Yeah.
that's funny. That's right.
You know, that Henny.
Sponsored
J-
by Henny.
Henny J.R. Just don't do that in the finals, kid.
They'll put a picture of LeBron going,
What
Hennessy.
you doing? Hennessy.
J.R. Smith. Yeah.
Sponsored by Hennessy.
Sponsored by Hennessy.
But yeah, I say go for J.R. Smith. I mean, obviously, we would probably want D Rose.
Yes, but
Yeah, but he's
D
not
Rose
gonna buy out.
he got hurt today, and he's out for a couple of weeks. So that's the one knock on Derrick Rose.
And he's not leaving Detroit. Like,
He
wants
can't
to
stay healthy.
He wants to stay in Detroit too. So.
Stephen Curry should be back in the lineup by Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is that happening? I have no idea.
I
Well,
don't either.
I say they got to put people in the seats for the last 30 games.
First of all,
He's not going to come back full blast. He's going to stay. Trust me, they're going to the lottery.
right. And
But
secondly,
the lottery,
Exactly.
even if you got the number 1 pick now, doesn't
And you
guarantee
got
you.
LaMelo, bro. You made woo LaMelo.
and use him in the pick. Look, I got the strategy, but we can't talk about it right now because I'm not jinxing it yet.
Okay.
That's in the off season. When we get to August, then that's when I'll talk about it.
So he's going to come
But
back.
I just feel like, sorry to cut you off, but I feel like, dude, they're gonna be finessing us. They're gonna be keep talking up, picking a date, and then when we get to it, he ain't gonna show up.
Or if he does show up, he's going to be on limited minutes.
Right.
Yeah,
So he'll
20
play
minutes,
10
10
minutes,
15,
here,
20.
15 there. Because having the worst record doesn't guarantee the number 1 pick.
Right. Look at what the freaking
Yeah,
happened
yeah.
to the Knicks.
Right.
Yeah.
We
It was
just
supposed
assume.
to. We was yo.
We
oh
like,
my
listen,
God.
they're going to either get Zion
or drama.
Or Ja. I would have been so happy with Ja.
and they slip to number 3.
Yeah.
You know, no disrespect to RJ Barrett because
Hopefully RJ
we want you to
proves
come
wrong.
on the show when
Proves
we
us
blow up.
wrong. Prove
Yeah.
us wrong, you know?
Yes, prove us wrong.
Your sophomore season.
But I love Mitchell
Average 30.
Robinson.
Yes,
I love his.
yes,
game.
he's got a
Yeah.
lot of good energy.
But he can only to me really fit with the Knicks because he's too. He's
He needs a
extinct.
jump shot. He needs a jump shot. That's what he needs.
well,
No, seriously, he's extinct though because of the Steph Curry effect.
well, he can. I think he can stretch. He can move on the pick and roll a little bit.
Yeah, no, he plays great defense.
Yeah, you know, he's got good young legs.
Yeah.
I mean,
He needs a
anytime you
jumper.
put a big man in the pick and roll that far away from the basket,
Yeah.
you know, it's going to be tough. but he's not one of them lumbering big guys.
Right.
And
He covers a lot of ground.
And he came straight from high school.
And he covers a lot of ground.
He did.
He can only get better.
Okay, so what about Joker? Because you're
He lumbers too much for me. And in the 7-game series, you saw how wore down he was in that Portland series?
Yeah, he was.
He could barely get up the court, man.
Yeah.
So he has to take his off-season regimen
a little bit more,
better.
yeah, and probably lose a
He
couple
was
pounds.
conditioning, like conditioning.
Right.
Yeah.
If he lost 25 pounds and chiseled a little bit,
Yeah.
with his passing ability to shoot, play the pick
Yeah,
and
he'll
roll,
be the best big man in the game.
he'd be the best
Right.
big man in the game. The NBA is prepping for coronavirus.
Yeah, we just found out it's a little bit in New York. Where's that? It's in New York?
It's
close by.
It's close to us. Okay.
So I don't know what the
It's
NBA
close
is
to
gonna be
us.
doing. They don't travel to China
They don't.
and other places, so
But I think it's probably for the Olympics, because isn't the Olympics?
that might be a part of the case with the Olympics,
That's
which
right.
they may cancel. We'll have to keep our eye.
I like the protocol. I like them trying to keep the players safe.
Oh, absolutely,
You know,
absolutely.
they're doing the right things.
Oh, and the players be going to Europe,
Yeah.
Yeah, in the off season and stuff like that.
I like it.
So this just came across the wire today. Yesterday, Spike Lee got into it with James Dolan
Yeah, and a couple of security
and a
guards.
couple of security guards who told him he can no longer come through a specific entrance, and Spike has lost it and says that James Dolan is harassing him and that he's been coming through this exit for over 20 years.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And he spent, in that time, $10 million on Knicks tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah, 300K per year.
So I'm asking you, because I kind of changed my opinion from earlier.
Oh,
after
from,
getting
okay, from off the camera? Okay.
yeah, getting more of the data.
Uh-huh.
But
So,
what's your take on that?
here's the thing. The Knicks released a statement saying that they told him specifically beforehand that you cannot use this entrance. I know we
have a VIP.
Right, we have a
entrance
VIP.
where all the other celebrities
can
come
go
through
through.
that.
So go through that one, right? He uses the elevator to tell him, like, you cannot get off the elevator, Spike.
They told him to get off and go back out and come
Right.
through the other entrance. Now that's disrespectful.
I'm already in the
Yeah.
building.
Right.
Bro.
And
Yeah.
I'm Spike Lee. I'm
And
bigger.
you know who I am.
I'm bigger than every Knicks
Yeah.
fan. He's more synonymous with the Knicks than any player in the last 15 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Easy.
And it's sort of like, you don't do that to E40 at Golden State arenas.
All right.
Or,
Right.
well, I know Drake owns part of the team at Toronto, but still, like, there's certain people you just don't touch.
Yeah,
So
he's
do
part of
you
your
side
brand.
with Spike or James
His
Dolan?
thing-
Listen, I side with Spike just because I don't trust the Knicks anymore.
Because of the Charles Oakley
Yeah,
situation?
because of Charles Oakley situation, and just because Dolan. Like,
Yeah.
Dolan is
And they
just not
treated
good.
Charles Oakley terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah.
And apparently that was one of the big tipping points of KD not coming to.
Absolutely.
Right, absolutely.
You don't do your veterans like that.
And here's the thing, though, but who's telling the truth? Because is it the Knicks saying that, you know, we told him ahead of time, not, or is
It's Spike disregarding the rules.
Right.
I'm bigger than that. That shouldn't apply to me because
or
I'm Spike Lee.
is it really true that Spike Lee didn't know?
In
Because
any,
somebody here is lying.
yes, that's true.
It's probably
In any event, if I
probably
spend $10 million with your company and I'm bigger than anybody in your company,
Right.
I think I should be able to come wherever I want to come. No
Yeah.
disrespect.
So
Exactly.
now, so what was your,
I pay more than anyone that comes here.
right, so
And I
what,
come to almost every game.
what made you change your,
Well, earlier I was under the assumption that Spike Lee knew the new policies and just decided to disregard the policies,
Right.
which I'm still a little twisted on. But this is when I think about James Dolan's overall behavior.
yeah,
I'm like, he had a kid ejected.
yeah,
Because the kid told him he should sell the team.
right, and then he was like, oh yeah, really? You're bad. It's like, whoa.
So
He was
that's,
like, what?
that's very petty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yo, that was really funny, but also very funny.
yeah, it's very petty.
But,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So he has issues.
You just don't do
And
that, bro.
apparently, he said he wasn't going to speak about it, but because of the statement, and the statement said that
Oh, they told him
apparently,
yeah.
James Dolan came up to him and they shook hands and they laughed about it. He was like, no, that's a lie.
Right,
He
that's
wanted to
not what
speak with
happened.
me.
Right.
He wanted to speak with me, and he told me that we needed to talk, and he was like, talk about what? Like, what do you want to talk about?
Right. So
And so, I don't know. It's just...
and the Knicks have a new president and Leon Rose.
And it happened the day he became president. He didn't even get a press conference.
So my thing is, was that Leon Rose trying to set
the tone?
There's a new sheriff in town.
Yeah, the tone.
You know, it could be a number of things.
No. And, like, I don't like the fact that Spike was like, okay, I'm done with the Knicks for this year. Like, he's not coming back to MSG. But next year he's going to pull up.
Well, here's the thing. And this is Spike's philosophy, because I heard him on ESPN earlier. He said, listen, because they said, why don't you just go to Brooklyn, man? You 4 blocks away. He said, I can't do it because my father took me to Knicks games as a kid. I grew up a Knicks fan. That's my squad. And he feels that the team belongs to the players, not the owners. So he's not going to let an owner make him,
Right.
So
That's
even
right.
though he's paying for his seats, which is fine, he's saying, I'm not going to take it that far. So I have to respect.
We stand with you, Spike.
We stand
Yeah,
with you.
we stand with you, Spike, bro. The Knicks, what are you doing? Why are you trying to ruin the branding of the richest team in sports? Or one of the richest teams?
Absolutely.
You're listening to the sounds of the WATE, the world according to Eli.
Let's talk a little bit of baseball.
Baseball.
So, Milwaukee Bucks, Christian Yelich.
Brewers.
Milwaukee Bucks. Brewers. He just signed a new contract for $215
Yeah, like 3
million.
hours ago.
Yeah.
Good money.
215.
It's good bread. It's good bread.
Yeah, still.
That's a lot of paper.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
undervalued. He would have got.
But for a
200.
small market, but for a small market, if he chooses to stay there, you got to take a little pay cut. You know what I mean? Now, I'm hearing that the NBA and the baseball
MLB,
is thinking about miking up its players.
Yeah, they're actually doing that right now in spring training. Like, a lot of the Yankee players have
Right.
mics
And
on.
Boston and
Like the NBA Wired.
Yeah, Boston, yeah.
right, so they're trying because they're trying to add a new element of
You
engagement.
see, they're listening.
Yeah,
They're
they are.
listening.
They are. They
They're
totally
listening
are.
to us.
And then two, this way you can't cheat anymore.
Oh, no,
right,
they're not going to mic
right.
up every player. They're going to mic
No,
up
but I'm
specific
just saying, certain,
players.
you can't do that whole trash can thing
Yeah,
because
well,
you mic'd.
yeah, well,
One of y'all gonna be mic'd.
but what they're also taking away, which they didn't mention, is they're taking away a lot of video camera footage in game. And
Oh, you mean like
replays?
the
Yes.
the TV broadcast?
Yes, because they said that's also led to a lot of the cheating, and a lot of players are not happy about that. Because thank you, Houston Astros. Now you messed it up
Yeah,
for us to get basic intel.
Yeah.
Like, see what pitch he threw here.
Yeah,
We're not
yeah.
stealing signs, but I see on the third pitch he likes to throw the
Right.
slider. So now all that stuff has to go back into your head as
That
a
sucks.
pitching
Yeah, like
coach.
back in the day, you know?
Yeah, back in the days they had you.
Who the heck gonna? Well, I mean, the coaches will, but players like
That's the coach's job, but it makes it easier when Tom Brady can go to the sideline
Right,
and figure out
and on the
why he
tablet,
threw the
right,
interception,
right.
what kind of coverage, how they disguised a coverage, and now that's going to be a
that's
loss.
gonna make it harder for the
For the
young
game.
players
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
and enjoy it. You know.
Yes, but I think adding the mic
I mean,
to the
they
game.
they should have like a, you know how NFL has like the little iPad thing when the side.
Oh, the
Yeah.
tablet,
They should
yeah.
have something like that, like a little tablet.
But
like,
even the tablet has footage on it,
Right.
and now they're saying that's going to be
It
illegal.
just can't be trusted. Yeah.
But I do think micing up the players is a good thing, so you can get into the mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Baseball does a bad job of really highlighting its players
Right,
and
marketing.
marketing its
They're
players.
terrible. Who are they
So
hiring?
I hope they get that fixed. Severino from the Yankees, their ace, is out for the season
Yeah.
This is
with
bad.
Tommy
This is
John
bad.
injury.
This is
Really
bad.
bad.
This is really bad.
Now, good thing is we got Cole.
Yeah, but it's still bad, bro.
Right,
But who's our
him and
backup?
Cole would
Who's
have
our-
been the 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
Like
Who's,
Tanaka.
I
Right.
can't trust him.
Tanaka's a good third or fourth
Yeah, he's a good 3
starter
and 4.
now, so that's going to cause problems. Also,
now we might have to go trade for somebody.
Yes.
Like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
we have to now. We have to. Stanton and Aaron Judge, neither one of them will be ready for opening day.
That's bad too.
That's bad too. So
Well, not mainly because
Derek.
George is more Giancarlo.
yeah. Giancarlo.
Derek, did you-
Stanton. Judge is only going to miss.
Did you
a week.
finesse us in the deal, bro?
Yeah, I'm starting to think Derek Jeter
Did,
fleeced us.
did you
He
fleece us,
sold
bro?
us damaged goods.
I don't think he did.
I
Dude,
think
this
he
dude's been
did.
injured
He
the
hasn't
whole time
been
he's been
healthy
there.
the entire time we've been watching him.
Listen. We got a superstar. Okay, he hasn't played, but you know he was first year dangerous.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
played. Okay.
The best
picks-
ability is availability, as
That's
they
true.
say.
The what we gave up for him still hasn't popped out. Like they still
Oh,
haven't
okay.
become
So you're
what
saying
they
you're saying
become.
because it's equal because we
Yeah,
have
it's
damaged
equal.
goods,
Like
but
they haven't produced any.
So we might have
funds
fleeced them
traded.
too.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
might have
So we
fleeced
fleeced
them
each
too.
other.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody got fleeced.
Everybody got beat.
You know, but we do know if he comes back healthy,
Oh yeah, it's alright.
he's a problem.
It's alright, especially in October.
Yes.
Yeah, he's got to stop striking out, which I don't understand why he keeps doing that.
Well, home run hitters either hit home runs or strike out. In my era,
And especially
Reggie Jackson, either he was going to strike out or hit a home run.
and especially because of that shit that they do in that.
Yeah, all that other
infield.
crazy stuff.
Just bat the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he talks like, yo, just
But
bat the
but
other
the,
way.
but the analytics say, look, he can't pitch. I mean, he can't hit on the left side.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
he can't hit on the right side.
These analytics, bro, like,
They are
But they
important.
working though.
yeah, no, they
But
are.
there still should be a general eye
That's why,
test.
Right.
that's why Big Papi retired. He's like, nah, I can't with this shit no more.
Right, right.
Right.
He's
So
exactly why he retired.
this just came across the wire. Sales from the Boston Red Sox has to have an MRI on his shoulder, I believe.
Oh, Chris Sales.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chris
Chris
Sale.
Sales.
Okay, my bad. When you said sales, I'm thinking sales.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
are we selling?
Yeah.
What are they selling? Tickets?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, go ahead.
Chris Sales, their ace,
Right.
it could be out for some extended time
Yeah,
because
I
he's
think
feeling
this is a
soreness.
tank year for Boston, even though I do.
Yeah, because they just got
yeah.
rid of Bettis.
Yeah,
and
they got
David
Mookie
Price.
Betts, yeah,
And
David
Price.
But I do like what they got in return. I didn't feel like they got robbed. I feel like they got actually more value
Okay.
than what they
Right.
would have
Okay.
got. If they would have
With the
traded somebody else.
process, yeah.
Because I like that Verdugo kid. He's a Boston fanatic. Like, he grew up analyzing Boston. Like, he loved that team. So he's in his favorite team right now. He's going to play extra hard because of it.
Okay.
He had a good season, good rookie season with the Dodgers, so he's improving.
Okay.
And, you know, the picks.
So
and
they'll
stuff, they
basically
got
be
that.
back on top very
Yeah,
soon.
like you know, it's like the Yankees were like we sort of tanked, but not really.
Right.
Yeah,
but we
Yankees
had,
never really.
Yeah, we didn't
right.
all
really
out.
tank,
But we had a lot of
but we
young
had,
prospects, yeah.
Young prospects, so like they cycle because they've been winning championships. Like they won like 4 in the last like 5-6 years.
Yeah, they have.
Who,
Them
Red
and,
Sox?
Yeah.
and the
Yeah,
Giants.
so like
yeah.
they're not really striving for. I mean,
Right.
they would like another one,
Yeah, but they.
but they're
they
not. Like,
understand.
they're not worried about it.
thirsty.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
They're
They're
not
not worried
thirsty
about
for
it, yeah.
another one. They, you know.
Yeah, that's facts.
You're listening to the sounds of the WATE, the world according to Eli.
So, the Dallas Cowboys are thinking about franchising, but not. It's called a special franchise, exclusive franchise
Tag?
on Dak Prescott, where they could give him $33 million for 1 year, and then they go back to the table. And what this does is this puts more pressure on him. You didn't pay me last year.
See, I didn't
Now I'm
know
on
that.
probation again.
I didn't know that.
You know, now granted, I'll get more money for that year, but it's a 1 year deal. I'm not sure if I don't like what Jerry
I don't like
Jones
that.
is
I
doing.
don't like that.
So,
Huh?
I would do it.
I'm not sure because
you know what's gonna happen though?
what's gonna happen,
Tom Brady's gonna go to the Cowboys,
and then
and then Dak Prescott's gonna go to the Patriots. I'm fine with that.
I mean that
With Bill Belichick and Dak Prescott, I like that way better than Mike McCown. Well, Bill can work with that because he's solid. He's not too great, but he's solid
Yeah, he's a
enough.
solid quarterback.
With the defense, and our offense would be automatically
He
better.
wants $35 million.
Huh?
You know, how much did he want?
He wants 35 a year for a 5 year deal, probably. You know what I mean?
No.
But think about the market he's in. They just gave Wentz that. They just gave somebody else that. And he's in a bigger market, and he's in the Dallas Cowboys. So sometimes the market determines your worth and value, not your numbers. You know what I mean?
All I
per
know
se.
is, this is perfect. 'Cause we gonna get.
Look, if I were him, I would just take it just to cash in the money.
I think I'd rather go somewhere else, but the market is not big for him.
Right.
So it ain't like it's a bunch of people
Yeah,
knocking
it's-
down his door, because
And
then he
this
would
is,
have
like,
leverage.
It just doesn't work because there's a lot of quarterbacks in the draft. There's a lot of quarterbacks in the draft coming up.
Right.
Teams that are rebuilding are not gonna go spend that money
Right.
on
Right.
him.
Not for
There's
35
only-
million
yeah, there's
on
only
a
few-
so-so or
There's only
average
a few
quarterback.
teams that might give him that money, but like I think you should just take it and gamble this year.
AJ Bouye of the Jaguars just got traded to the Denver Broncos. Now, I think that's a big deal because Denver is looking to shore up its defense.
Yeah.
And Bouye, it gave Jaguars, it freed up $11 million and $13 million additional cap space.
First of all, I didn't
where
like
they
the fact
can
that the
kinda get better.
Jaguars fired Tom Coughlin.
Well, they're moving in a new direction. Teams do that.
He was right there from getting them to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, a player or two away. But I think Coughlin's value doesn't diminish.
No, it
because
doesn't. It doesn't.
Real people who understand management see his record.
Right.
They see what he did with a underachieving Jaguars team, you know. But Bouye now is out of there the same way Ramsey got out of there.
And they're both now on great teams.
They're now on great teams.
Yeah.
I think Denver's a quarterback away
Yeah,
from
they need a quarterback, but
Yeah.
apparently they want to stick with the guy they have now.
Oh, that's
Joe
not gonna
Flacco?
work.
Yeah.
That's not
no,
gonna
not
work.
Flacco.
The one-
The luck dude.
Oh, right,
They want to
right.
stick with they're open to considering for a quarterback in the draft, but they if they don't get one, they're gonna just stick with him. Which is,
Yeah, I think they should move up in the draft and
Yeah.
maybe take Tua or somebody.
Yeah.
You know, because Denver in that high altitude,
And also,
that defense is ferocious.
Yeah.
please prevent the Redskins from getting Tua because I don't like the way that's going.
Nah, they're gonna get Chase Young.
I'm hoping they.
I'm
take
hoping they do because they.
I'm hoping
Because if not, the Giants are getting him.
I'm hoping the Giants get him. I'm not a Giants fan,
Right,
but I
right.
like to turn on my TV on a Sunday
Right,
Yeah.
right.
and be able to
And
see this.
But
kid.
I'm just saying, don't rob Dwayne Hopkins of Hoskins of a opportunity like the Cardinals did with Josh
But it
Rosen.
worked out for the Cardinals. They got rid of Josh
Yeah,
Rosen.
true, 'cause,
and,
Josh can't play.
And that young kid, what's his name?
Kyle Murray.
Kyle Murray came in blazing.
Yeah.
He gonna be a star in this league.
Yeah.
He gonna be a star.
Yeah.
So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Tony Romo just renegotiated his contract with CBS or whatever, and they're paying him $17 million a year
Is
to
he
announce games.
is he the top prospect?
That's got to be the top.
Yeah, it is.
17 million,
Yeah.
And he
unheard of.
but how did he outpay
Troy
Aikman?
I don't know. It's all about the business.
And that's why
And I think Tony Romo's a good analysis
'cause-
guy, but
But no, he's not that.
He sees it like if he was playing the game.
yes, he does.
He's been great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll tell you what's getting ready to happen,
Before
and
it
then it
happens.
happens.
Yeah.
So maybe they saw the value in that. But it's ironic the Cowboys quarterback is only making $2 million right now. And here's this guy who was a Cowboys quarterback, didn't win nothing.
Right.
And he making $17 million.
Yeah. And OBJ and Michael Thomas had a little bit of
And
Probably that, right.
why is CBS paying them?
Because they can afford it. And obviously the ratings when he's on the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes the ratings.
It's that cowboy effect, bro.
Yes, sometimes the
It's
ratings.
that cowboy.
because it's the same thing with Fox when we watch Troy Aikman. Like I can't.
Yeah. So sometimes it's all about the ratings. Did you guys get into the NFL Combine?
Yeah, I have the top 5 dash, the top 5 40 dash, and the top 5 vertical.
Give me the 40 dash.
The 40 dash was okay. Can you read these names?
Let me read these
So that
names.
can-
Jalen Guidry from Utah ran a 4.29.
Yeah.
L'Jarius Sneed ran a 4.39. Jarvis Davis, I don't know what positions they play, ran a 4.39. CJ Henderson, 4.40.
Yeah.
440. I think that's kind of average
he
now.
he
And
but they
Troy-
said he ran faster than a lot of the previous running backs.
Yeah, he was moving. And Troy Pride ran a 4.41. Boys did it. Yeah, 4.29 is like you shot out of a cannon.
Yeah, you're like Flash.
absolutely. And then the top verticals were
Top guys on the jump Kyle Duga, 42 inches. Jeremy Chin, 41 inches.
right.
Harrison Hand, 41. Jeff Okada from Ohio State, 41. And L'Jarius Sneed, oh my God. 41. This guy, whoever he is.
yeah.
Mama, find out who L'Jarius Sneed is. Because his speed and his height says that he is going to be.
And then they had this new drill with the red zone, where they had to kind of tippy toe Their feet in, because you know how
with
in the
the-
tight pockets.
Oh, really? That's a new drill.
Yeah, that's a new drill.
And Bill apparently skipped the combine and went to go see a specific player.
Yeah.
You got to watch wherever Bill going.
Whatever
Yeah,
Bill
right.
going, you know, I was like, I saw it, I was like, okay,
That's
he's
where
up to
you need to
something.
go.
Yeah.
And it was a defensive end, so he's trying to boost up that
Yeah.
defense even more.
Lajaris Sneed.
I got him right here.
What position is he? Wide receiver?
And
He's a
Randy,
safety.
He's a safety?
yeah,
Wow.
these defensive ends and
With that
linebackers,
kind of speed?
Yo, it's a wrap.
these
It's a wrap.
defensive
Yeah.
ends and linebackers, they've been breaking records.
Yeah.
They've been running.
He's a safety. So he's.
That's good.
He's
yeah,
going
he just
top
moved up.
10,
He
top
just-
5.
he
It's
just moved
making
up.
it hard
And what
for the
school is he from?
Louisiana Tech.
Oh, okay. All right, they ball out there.
Yeah.
You're listening to the sounds of the WATE, the world according to Eli.
So Donte Wilder has exercised his
rematch. clause.
contract clause for a rematch.
Sting like a butter.
See, we keep
Float like a
talking-
butterfly, sting like a bee.
We keep talking about these things, and it keeps just happening. Like, we talked about this last week. And
Yeah.
We're gonna have it. Now it's probably
And
definitely gonna
the
happen.
date is supposed to be July 18th.
Okay.
I'm here for that.
This year.
Yeah, it's in 4 months.
Are we gonna pay for that fight?
I
Are we
don't
really?
want to.
We paid for the lights fight. It was a good fight.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to, but I want to
But,
see
yeah,
Tyson.
I wanna-
I want to see Tyson whip back.
But I'm hearing that Wilder's might use Mayweather's training camp.
He has him now. He has.
If he does that,
If
he
he
has
does that, he
and
knows
he
that
becomes-
defense.
He has.
He learns that defense.
Also, Tyson, I don't think that this will happen, but I'm hoping it doesn't. I need you to just chill back, train, and don't fall.
because he had some mental issues.
He had
the
some
last
mental
time,
issues
yes?
the last time he won the championship.
He put on a lot of weight.
He went into a deep depression. I don't need you.
Maybe that's too soon.
Huh?
Rematch?
I think the rematch is too soon
Yeah,
for
I
me.
think it's too soon.
I would give it a year,
Yeah.
and even
Yeah.
let Tyson Fury fight somebody else.
Right.
I would, because I need to really train and change everything about me. I think 3 months or 4 months
Yeah.
is too quick.
But I
It's a
think
short
Wilder,
turnaround, too. Like,
I
people
think
just
Wilder
saw
just
you.
wants his title back.
Yeah, but you have to have time to reflect,
Right.
and really study the tape
And
You
work
know.
on your craft, kid.
and work on your craft. You can't just get in the ring and knock people out.
Right, but but like I said, I'm hoping Tyson's mental state is a lot stronger this time than it was before.
I think it will be,
Yeah.
and we will pay close attention.
You're listening to the sounds of the WATE, the world according to Eli.
So Drake drops a couple of new Heat rocks.
On I believe Thursday or Wednesday night.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
The first one was Chicago Freestyle. Me and him both like that.
I
song.
like that one.
Like
He
Chicago
referenced,
freestyle?
yeah, he referenced Eminem.
Yeah, with the
finally
hook.
somebody did it.
With the
But
hook.
that was the combination song, right? Or they just put both of those songs
No,
together?
it was actually creative. So he did one video for 2 songs.
He
Right.
did the Mossy Projects joint,
Right.
Yeah.
which I thought was cool. You know, using the Jay-Z sample song
Right,
Cry.
right.
That was cool. So,
That was
and then he
right.
tapped into the Eminem. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah. I mean, yeah. When to say when was solid. I mean, it was decent. It wasn't my personal favorite, but like
Yeah. And that was the song he let Elliot and B-Dot listen to.
Okay, and you feel the Chicago joint
Chicago.
with
Yeah.
the one with the
I
heat.
like
Yeah.
that one because I had a little bit more of an up-tempo. But I like the other one too. I like when he just spits bars. Drake just needs to give us a rap album, just pure rap. I know he's
Pure
not
bars.
going to do it.
Well,
I know
technically
he's not gonna do it.
he did it before with If You're Reading This Is Too Late. That was
But
the
that's not. No, I'm talking about just like
Bars.
bars, bro.
broads. Yeah,
Because that wasn't bars. That was just like, let me get in this bag real quick and.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So,
That was
And
more
half
trappy.
of these songs that he gonna drop out ain't gonna be on Zion.
Yeah, and these 2 songs are not gonna be on the album.
and
well,
War.
these are just like
These are just like
advertising.
Yeah,
These are just like
advertising.
Lucy's, you know.
Yeah,
before the meal comes out.
yeah.
Okay.
But he's yet to miss. I mean, I don't think he's. Really,
So you guys have been listening to an album called Bad Bunny.
yeah.
Well, the album is called.
The floor is yours because I have no idea.
Okay, so the album is called Yo Hago Lo Que Me Da La Gana, which means I do what I want.
Right,
And
okay.
this is reggaeton.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
reggaeton,
reggaeton and like
Spanish, yeah.
trap-ish.
Oh,
Yeah.
reggae trap.
Yeah.
Reggaeton
like-
trap.
Yeah.
Oh,
But it's like a mix of both.
And that whole album is in Spanish. I kind of felt like I was in like Puerto Rico or Cuba,
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
Sitting back and enjoying some
yeah,
joints.
yeah.
It was, I mean, personally, I like it. It's not better than his first album, but I think it's a tribute to Puerto Rico.
Right.
And it's because of all the political stuff that happened this summer
Hurricanes,
with the government. The hurricane.
They kind of just
And
needed
so-
this to kind of just like, you know.
Yeah, so he paid homage to a lot of the Puerto Rican.
So is he like a political rapper as well? I mean, he deals with the issues?
No.
Okay.
He acknowledges them on social media and he like speaks out on it, but on his music, he just focuses on like bringing a good vibe to people.
Ooh, okay.
And it was my first international like album. That
Yes.
was,
So you even expand. You already have an
I
expanded palette.
and I expanded it more. And for I like that a lot.
Yeah, I put him on. I was like, listen, you gotta listen to this. It's gonna be fire. And you're gonna like
And
it.
I was like, dude, I said, look, I ain't gonna understand a single word he's saying,
But the vibe.
but the vibe,
the vibe is there. The
and
vibe is
the production
there.
and his message behind it. After I talked to Fredy to break it down to me, I understand. I get it.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's basically like I do what I want. I can express myself the way I want. Like if I want to go dance, I'll go dance. If I want to cry, I want to go cry. It's like a mix of both emotions. And I was like the way he marketed it too. Like he used Jimmy Fallon to announce it. He on the All-Star game, he wore number 29 and he dropped it at 29th.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
so it's
On
neat.
Twitter, he dropped the track list, but he put like fire emojis.
Okay.
And like just pure fire emojis.
Yeah,
and
okay.
the number of like of tracks that were gonna be on it.
Okay.
And it's just 20.
20.
Oh, let's clap that up. You guys doing big numbers out there.
He just did the Super Bowl too. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
he has clout now. Yeah, he has
He
clout.
making a move.
Yeah, he's making moves.
So Eli, you were telling me Spider-Man, you had some issues.
Oh yeah. No.
With Sony?
I have great news though. He's not leaving the MCU.
Okay, we can clap that up.
I have a strong source. I have a couple sources, but you know,
Eli's
basically
in his bag. Okay.
they're gonna keep doing these like 1-year deals, but it's gonna lead into like a good 5-year deal
For the franchise.
For the franchise, and he's gonna appear in the next Avengers because the next Avengers won't be until like another 5 years, like 2025.
Wow, that far out?
Yeah,
Really?
because
Well, I'll be
They
alive.
got-
Jeez.
they gotta get.
I thought it was done.
Yeah.
I thought it was done. Like,
No.
Avengers.
What did you say?
They have to build it back up.
Yeah.
Oh, tell all these
Oh,
other
okay.
stories.
Right,
Okay.
and then they have to get to what is it?
You know,
Galactus?
that's a good franchise to be involved with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you sign us up?
Man, that's a good
Right,
contract.
we're looking for acting jobs. We
Ooh,
can
that's
do
a
anything.
good contract.
Yeah. Well, he can act. I can't act. I just love watching it though.
Got
You
it.
can listen to me. If Mama come up and like, yo, like, we need you in this role, you're not gonna say yes?
Well, it depends on how much money they'll pay. They're willing to give me.
Absolutely.
But nah, he's basically gonna stay for a while. I love it. Thank you for not messing this up because Sony and Marvel know they set the world on fire when they tried to pull that stunt.
Oh my God. It
Don't-
was just a publicity stunt to get people hyped for the next movie.
Basically.
Okay, all
So I'm
right.
happy that he's gonna stay for a while.
And lastly but not least in culture, Megan Stallion is upset with her contract.
Yeah. So.
They say she's getting crumbs now.
Which is why we got to read, people.
Yeah.
Read. Clap that up. Reading is fundamental.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even if you don't read books, just read.
Read your contract.
Yeah. At least hire somebody to read the contract.
In her defense, you know, I've been a young artist. Sometimes you're just so happy to
Yeah,
put
you
out a
get caught up
record.
in
Right.
You
and
get
that's
caught
what
up
she
in the
said.
hype,
She
yeah.
said when she signed it when
I
she
was 20 years old.
and she didn't read it.
Right.
And she was just like, all right, cool. And then when it was time to put in the work,
And
they
negotiate,
started pulling the strings.
and now she realized she gets nothing.
Right.
They
But-
made $70 million or $7 million off on. She got $15,000.
But I recently just heard that they,
Damn.
after she made the statement that she wants out, they're trying to give her the green light now.
Okay, all right. It's
So-
all about negotiation and leverage. She
Right.
has a little leverage
Yeah,
because
right.
I am Megan the Stallion.
Yeah, everything
Yes.
she posts goes viral.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
So,
I don't know. It's just for me, and that was weird coming off of the Rock Nation camp. Like I wouldn't think Jay-Z
Right.
was
Right.
there
We're
dirty
messed,
like
yeah.
right.
They're trying to get her to sign to the Rock Nation label.
Right. She's not. She's under Rock Nation management,
Oh.
They looked at her contract.
and it's like, yo, this is terrible. Let's get her
Come
here
to the
with
label.
us,
Gotcha.
so we can really blow you up. Yes. Yes.
No, that makes sense.
that. That would be smart.
Also, just listen to Kanye West. Y'all gotta read the contract.
Yeah.
Well, he said black people don't read, but I'm saying the opposite.
Yeah. Read the contract. Freddie, where can we be reached? Or where can you be reached?
Well, I can reach Instagram, IG is in the description.
It's in the description below.
We can be reached on SoundCloud, Twitter, iTunes, YouTube, Snapchat, IG, all at the way,
Everywhere.
and
Everywhere.
Facebook at the WATE Podcast, The World According to Eli. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification.
And we
will see you guys next week.
We out of here.
You are now tuned in to the #1 podcast in the world, The Wait, the world according to Eli. Music, sports, video games, and culture. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together